Next question. P Limited has an expected return of 22%. So the information is given that the expected return of a company is 22%. Its standard deviation is 4040%. Q Limited has expected return of 24% and it is subject to standard deviation of 38%. P has beta 0.86 and Q has beta 1.24. Correlation between returns of security P and Q is 0.72. That is, R is provided to us. And standard deviation of the market portfolio is 20%. The first question is, if you invest 30% in Q and 70% in P, what is the expected return of the portfolio? That is a question. I want you to tell me answer that what is answer of the first question in terms of the expected return from the portfolio. So let us see that say how to make the calculation of answer. The question says that so you invest 30% in Q and 70% in P. In that case, what is the return of the portfolio? That is a question. So as per the given information, investment is made in P and Q, weight or proportion in which the investment is made 30% in Q and 70% in P. Okay. As far as the return is concerned, return of P is 22 and 24 for Q. So weight into return. 22 into 0.7 is 15.4. 0.3 into 24 is 7.2. So it is 22.6. That is the way return of the portfolio can be calculated. So please write an answer the first question. Calculation of return of portfolio. Next question. What is market portfolio expected return and how much is the risk-free rate? That is the question. So based on this information, we are required to compute RM and RF. Whenever we have to make this calculation, we don't have a choice but to assume that the returns which have been provided to us in example are based on CAPM. Only in that case you can make the computation. So answer for the second part of the question. Assuming that given expected returns are as per CAPM, comma RF and RM minus RF are calculated. So required rate of return is equal to RF plus beta into RM minus RF. So we understand that so the required rate of return is equal to RF is assigned X variable plus beta into Y. There are two securities provided to us, P and Q. As far as the security P is concerned, its return is provided as 22%. So 22 is equal to X plus beta for P security is 0.86. So 0.86 into Y. This is 24X plus 1.24 into Y. This is 1.24. So now we'll make the calculation. Like I'm keeping these values with the change in sign. Minus 22 is equal to minus x minus 0.86 into y. So 24 minus 22 is 2. X positive, x negative is cancelled. Then 1.24 minus 0.86, that comes to 0.38y. So y is equal to 2 divided by 0.38. That comes to 5.26%. This is the way the value of the y can be calculated. Once you compute the value of the y, x will be found as balancing figure. So calculation of x. In that, required rate of return is equal to RF plus beta into RM minus RF. For security P, I'm sorry. So it is 22 is equal to RF plus beta is 0.86 into 5.26. Now RF will be found as balancing figure. 22 minus 0.86 into 5.26, that is 4.52. 22 minus 4.52 is 17.48. Of course, once you compute RF, calculation of RM is not difficult. Calculation of RM. Y is equal to RM minus RF. So RM is equal to Y plus RF. What is the value of Y? It is 5.26. Plus what is RF? 17.48. 5.26 plus 17.48 is 22.74. This is the way the RM is calculated. Importantly, friends, over here you have to understand that we don't have a choice but to make the assumption that the given returns are based on CAPM. Unless you make this assumption, it is not possible for you to make the calculation of answer. So considering the information given, you need to have a proper understanding that what assumption is required to be made. I want you to tell me answer of the third question and put your answer in the chat box. What is beta of the portfolio if P's weight is 70% and Q's weight is 30%? Put your answer in the chat box. Third part of the question, calculation of the beta of the portfolio. It will be calculated using the simple weighted average formula. Please write down answer. Calculation of beta of portfolio. Investment is made in P and Q. Proportion in which the funds have been invested is 0.7 and 0.3. Multiplying with the respective beta. Beta is provided to us as 0.86 and 1.24. Weight into beta, 0.7 into 0.86, so 0.062, 0.602, 0.3 into 1.24, 0.372. That is the way it is weighted average 0.974. So it is 0.70 into 0.86, 0.30 into 1.24. Beta of the portfolio can be calculated as simple weighted average. Now from examination point of view, dear students, just be careful for a point that, see what happens, let's say in the first part of the question, they provide us that investment is made 30% in Q and 70% in Q and P. So they have provided the weights as Q and P, okay, and over here they have provided as P and Q. What happens at say number of times the students in a hurry, they always read this 30% and 70%, and usually they are under impression that say the information is provided as P and Q only. But no, there is a change in the sequence. Instead of PQ, they have provided QP. Technically, there is nothing great to understand, but still, this is a point for which you may commit a mistake. So be careful for that. So a small revision of the entire answer. In the first part of the question, we have to find the return of the portfolio. That is the proportion in which the investment is made, multiplying with the returns. Then making calculation of the RF and RM, taking into account the information that say whatever the returns which have been provided to us are based on CAPM. Lastly, we'll make the calculation of the beta of the portfolio.